Good morning, YouTube. It is Thursday, January 19th, and we've got a few things we have to do today. We've got to fix my oven.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and we are going to do another vlog today. Don't know how much car stuff we're going to be doing today, but my stupid oven broke last night, so it's like running over 50 degrees too hot. I don't know what else is going wrong with it, but obviously it's not going to last long, so it needs to go. We need to get a new oven. That's kind of a pretty important piece of the kitchen. So we have to find an oven, buy it, and then probably install it. Not exactly what I wanted to do today, but as you can see, my eye is watering. The allergies are just bad today. For a lot of the people that have been asking and suggesting different solutions for the allergy stuff, I actually found, so I switched to using Flonase, or actually generic Flonase, and Claritin. So I'm taking that every night, and that seemed to have been working really well until today. I don't know if like maybe the allergens in the air shifted to be different today, and maybe that's affecting me differently, and maybe it's not getting, I don't know, maybe the histamine blockers aren't as working as well or whatever, but that seemed to have been working pretty good until today. So yeah, but it did kind of rain just briefly yesterday. So like everything's coated in a layer of pollen and shit, and it's just nasty out there. And the wind was super, super strong yesterday, so I think that really had a big impact on the allergies. Anyway, so we have to do that. And I also need to edit some videos, so that's the plan for the day. Oh, and then, geez, yeah, today's gonna be busy. Then we're also gonna watch some auctions because we've got our GTR and the Jeep hitting a local auction today, so we wanna see what those get, and hopefully they sell at a decent price. Talked about maybe going to auction and seeing it in person. I'm not sure if I want to do that nor have time, but we'll see. All right, so I know I talked about buying a new oven. Well, I was kind of googling it, and there is actually a calibration procedure on that oven. So I'm trying to do the calibration. We'll see. I changed it to the maximum lower calibration, which was 30 degrees lower. So we'll see if it thinks that that's right. We'll find out, and maybe it'll work. I don't know. So right now it says 215, but it's actually at 180. I don't know why it's having issues. We'll play with the oven today. The reason is I was looking at trying to buy one. There's like nothing. You can't get an oven. Nothing's in stock. It's all like a week, 2 weeks out. Okay. So I don't know if you guys know this, but another thing that's currently going on is we're trying to get bids. Well, we got bids. We're trying to see about building a garage. Yes, so I mentioned this in some other videos, and let me show you what's going on and where it would be and all that stuff. All right, so here's my backyard, and so my I apologize for the wind. It's a windy day, but it's yeah, so we flagged out a few things. One, we flagged out the septic line. So this is basically a line right here. This is as close as you can come to the septic system. So here's where the septic mound is. This is where it drains off. So we can't build any closer to this. Otherwise you have issues with your septic. So the driveway would kind of extend from that driveway, come out, and then balloon out here, and balloon out this way, and come over to here. And this flag right here would be one corner of the garage. That flag is another. And then that pink one is another, and then that orange one's one. So this whole area right here would be the garage. It would be able to fit 6 cars on the floor. We'd have it be 12 feet tall, so you could put in lifts. So yeah, all of this space right here would be garage. And the nice thing is then we wouldn't have to cut this tree back at all, or that tree. Downside is we would have to cut this tree. So likely this whole arm right here would probably go away, which would suck. But yeah, so here you can see, yeah, this is kind of like where the line is. And then this is the, basically as far back as we can go. You can only go to within 20 feet of the rear of the lot and 10 feet of the sides of the lot. So this is the furthest back we can go. Now obviously it still has to get approved by the HOA, so who knows if they'll let us. But yeah, you can see here's kind of the size. Originally I was trying to do a 40 by 50, But the problem with the 40 by 50 is it pushes it out too far over to where it interferes with the septic for the driveway. So then you wouldn't actually be able to pull into the garage. So I think this is probably the best alternative. But anyway, that's we just got that done today. So as soon as they come back with a formal bid and all that stuff, I'll let you guys know. And then obviously if we do this whole thing and actually build it, we'll keep you up to date as they actually build the garage. So I'm kind of excited about this. All right, here we go. See, I think it's behaving better today, but we'll see. It says it's now up to 330, 335, and 263. So the calibration, what the heck? Okay, Mo. Come on, bring your bone. Good boy. I don't know what's going on with this thing. So now it's like fairly accurate. It's actually reading too low for the temperature. So now it's saying 315 and 295. So we're like 15 degrees low. So I just changed the calibration. I originally had it at negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I just changed it to 0 back to where it was originally. We'll see when it gets up to 350 if it's more accurate. Okay, now we're having an issue. Look at 330, 345. Now it's running hot. That's fascinating. All right, it's saying it's at 350 and this is saying 370. And I trust this a lot more than this right now. I guess maybe I should try lowering the calibration by a few degrees. Oh, it's still going up, so I guess maybe I need to let it stabilize a little bit. Stupid technology. Okay, so I messed around with the oven for, I don't know, a good 30-40 minutes. I don't know what the hell's going on with it, because now it's calibrated, or it seems to be. I set it back to a calibration of 0 and it was like dead nuts accurate. So I don't know what to do. I guess maybe we'll just leave a thermometer in there and just be careful about using it for a little bit until it maybe, I don't know what's going on. What the hell would cause that? It's so weird that it, like, for one day was off way too hot and now it seems to be back to okay. Yeah. Okay, so in other news, I have a solid offer on the 599 that I actually like. A guy wants to trade in a cool car. The price is reasonable. It's not great. It's good. We can make a little money on the trade-in. The price on the 599 is pretty much what I'm asking, so I'm happy. Trying to make that deal happen today. We'll see. I doubt it'll happen today, but also we got a funny, interesting, like, I don't know what you want to call it. A guy was trying to trade in a salvage title Bentley Flying Spur, 2014. So even if it was in immaculate condition, it's maybe worth like $65,000. He wanted to trade it in on the FF. And so we're talking with him because, okay, sure, we'll discuss it and whatever. I really pissed him off because he sent me a message by voice, and I thought he said $18,000 for the value of his Bentley, which I'm like, sure, we'll take that. But he said 80. That's more than retail for if it was a non-salvage. And so I said, no. I said, I'll give you $24K. And this is what he said.
Kid, your family. I want to give you a Bentley with 35K miles. And you telling me you put my car in 24K? Are you f***ing with my dick or what? Bitch! Go sell your car for parts. Your car has over 100K miles, but you roll the miles back to 71. Don't play bullshit with me. Yes, please.
I think we pissed him off. So I responded, I see that that you're unpleasant, so I dropped the offer back to $18,000. He didn't like that. Anyway, that's the stuff we get to deal with. People have completely unrealistic expectations of the value of their cars. It's like everyone wants us to sell our cars at, wholesale prices, but no one wants to sell their cars at anything less than full retail. That's not how it works, people. If you want to deal with the shit we have to deal with, then you have to, then we get to make money on the cars. This is why we're making money on cars, because we have to put up with this crap. Yeah, there's a few other people in the works with the FF and stuff, so we'll see what happens. But all right, need to actually do some work. All right, YouTube, just got the alert. The little man is awake, so I'm on daddy duty right now. Meg's running a few errands, so I need to go get him up. Mo knows the drill. Mo's ready. Momo, we're gonna go wake up Ash. Okay. So time to play with the kiddo and the doggo. And oh, it's 63 degrees out. Maybe I'll take him outside. It's really nice out. It's like a nice, lovely day. Yeah, it sounds good. Just realized I kind of forgot to vlog the rest of the day. But anyway, we ended up taking a walk and playing outside with the kid, and just I don't know, making dinner and some other stuff. So it's Thursday. We got the live, so I'm gonna jump on the live here in just a second, and we will see you guys then. But that's gonna do it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.